Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Eversor Assassin, we have Broodwich. Spawn as his teammate, the Mech Boy, we have Bruce Campbell. Spawn as the Tech Marine, we have a foreign name. Spawn as the Tech Marine, we have a foreign name. Eversor Stormtroopers engaging the Scout Squad. You have the Tech Marine forcing them back. You, of course, have now the Eversor advancing forward using one of his abilities there. We've got now the Scout Squad getting some good damage onto the Eversor Assassin. Tactical Marine Squad deployed out on the field as well. The Eversor Assassin probably need to fall back sooner rather than later. Eversor Assassin does fall back, got the Strike Squad in this region as well as the Tech Marine. Over on the left side, we do have the Orcs sort of being a bit passive. Both Tech Marines have gone for a Scout and a Tech Marine, while the Mech Boy has gone for 2 shooters, while the Eversor Assassin does go for Strike Squad and 2 Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Scouts now see a bit of fire there. The Mech Boy does teleport forward, and the Scouts say retreat. We've got the Strike Squad advancing forward, trying to tie up the Tech Marine up in melee. Got the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers getting some good damage there on the Tactical Marine Squad. Tech Marine will need to fall back sooner rather than later. We've got a second Tech Marine for both of the Tactical Marine for the Tech Marine. And they're both on a very, very similar timing there. Does avoid that grenade there. Very nice. He will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Looks like the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers are trying to get into close range, but we'll find the base defenses. Inquisitorial Stormtroopers trying to tie up the Tech Marine or Tactical Marine in melee, which is really not good idea. Another Tactical Marine squad is now advancing forward. This one does fall back. No models drop. Though it looks like Stormtroopers do fall back with no models drop either. And same thing with this one as well, but that's more of a soft retreat away rather than retreat. Up here, you got a lot of shooters as well as the Mech Boy in this region. Well-placed grenade wouldn't be half bad. That squad is very, very tight forward. Mech Boy trying to be tie up the Scout Squad up in melee. Does get a good kill there. And throws out a grenade there, needs to fall back down to one last model, and dodge the grenade there. But both squads are falling back. Over here, the Tactical Marines and the Tech Marine advance forward. We do have the Mastercrafted Bolter, giving him a sniper ability as well. Now Luda does go ahead and get some suppression there on these Tech Marines. Or Tactical Marines. The Tech Marines right behind him. I get the word tech and tack way too mixed up way too often. You have a handful of power generators here, 1, 2, 3. The opponents do have 1, 2, 3. Looks like all played out by the same player. This one does have a black and white. Was it the what? I forget what that one's called. I definitely do not know this color scheme. Dark Ravens? No, not Blood Ravens. I get all the chapters mixed up sometimes. Strike Squad now advancing forward, trying to deactivate that point. We've got the Eversor Assassin up here, being upgraded the Executioner pistol. It does get a sniper shot there onto the Strike Squad, but now is a good time to hit it on the Eversor Assassin. The Executioner pistol does give access to neurotoxin ability, which also does 120 piercing damage, as well as slows by 40%. Great damage there onto Ludus. Let's force him back. Scout Squad falls back, and the Slugger's trying to engage those Scouts. Tactical Marines and Tech Marines trying to engage that Slugger. The Tech Marine will need to fall back sooner rather than later, being upgraded the Mastercrafted Bolter as well. Now the Slugger Squad is seeing quite a bit of fire. All those ones are now falling on the back, barring this Tech Marine, or Tactical Marine. This Tactical Marine will need to fall back as well. Too many big shooters. If he dies of one in melee, the other one will be able to shoot him quite a bit. Though he's still being hyper aggressive with them, that's for sure. Flamer's now advancing forward, hitting that Strike Squad, and now the Tactical Marine Squad does fall back. Mech Boy has been upgraded with the Death Gun, so he has his own method of suppression. But he does have access to loot as well, so there's a lot of suppression coming out by the Mech Boy. Plus, he also has 2 squads of big shooters, which also can suppress, so he has a lot of suppressive fire abilities. Flamer gains some good damage there. We do now have these generators exposed. So, exposed in quotation mark. Both these tactical marines have been upgraded with flamers. Does throw a grenade right there. Does miss the strike squad. And now that squad is fully out of power or energy as well. Scout squad does fall back. Does deactivate the point. And maybe a good idea not trying to capture the point at the moment because he is going to receive a lot of fire there. He's prone to being wiped at the moment. Does fall back now. Receive lots of hits. Tactical Marine Squad will go down to the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. Now we do have another Tactical Marine Squad being pulled out right there. This strike squad is severely wounded. The Tactical Marine does fall back there. Great cast onto that Tactical Marine Squad. This Tactical Marine Squad is trying to capture that point, deny that energy. And that squad will fall back in time. Looks like almost like a librarian effect, honestly. We do have a Tarantula sentry gun here. The looters are setting on up. The mech boy has been deployed as well. And this power requisition point has been captured up by blue as well. Tactical Marine Squad do get interrupted there. Does not stop the decapture there by a quick decapture and now activating the point as well. The Tactical Marines immediately fall back. Got a good shotgun blast onto the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. We do not have enough energy there for a frag grenade. And now the Scout Squad's falling back. Tech Marine may need to fall back as well. Trying to focus down this power generator as well. So he did the neurotoxin there on the wrong squad, not on the Tactical Marine Squad. But it's there onto the Tactical Marine. It does get suppressed there by the heavy bolter there turret. What is this guy doing? Oh, the drop pod. He's trying to get these guys reinforced by a drop pod. Oh, okay, he did get that one in range. I thought he got out of range. Tactical Marine Squad's advancing forward. Flamer advancing forward, should be able to get some good damage there. Does get something behind, has some heavy cover there. Strike Squad trying to type these forces up in melee. Over on the left side, looks like the Tactical Marines do manage to break on through. But now got the shooters managed to destroy all those power generators. Inferno's now advancing as well. Tactical Marines and Scout Squad advance forward. Does force back the Inquisitor Stormtroopers.
We're losing a power node to the enemy.
His squad and Inquisitor Stormtroopers trying to recapture that point as well. Does get recaptured. He could activate the point, but there's a flamer in the region. Does lose that squad entirely, and now I'm decaptured the point right now.
But he is not yet beaten.
Neurotoxin does come on out. Great shotgun blast there. He used the Mastercrafted bolter to get another sniper shot there. No, he does not. He already treated down back. Scout Squad teleporting forward. We've got the mech boy advancing forward. Does not tie him up in melee there. I say the scouts teleport forward, I mean the mech boy teleport away. Good snipe shot there from the Tech Marine. Got these shooters now engaging these power generators, getting some good damage onto them. Not sure how many was there, but they're all down now. So this power generator has been cleaned by blue for quite some time, so there's a good amount of power income for blue still. Looks like got the tier 2 being researched by both Tech Marines and the mech boy, and tier 2's already researched for the Eversor Assassin. And squad does fall back now. Capture in favor of blue, the Tech Marines. Now here comes the Rhino. Green Saints will take out that drop pod there. This Tech Marine is a little bit overwhelmed. Does get a nice sniper shot there. These orcs are falling on back. Tech Marine may need to fall back. Does this Tactical Marine Squad will probably need to fall back sooner rather than later as well.
The enemy is capturing
Scout Squad advancing forward. Does type the Looter Squad of melee. Rip 15 power for Bust does. Did they get it says 15 power there. Is there some sort of planned patch to get them more expensive?
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Shotgun blast there, knocking back the shooter squad. Flamer is advancing forward. and these squads do fall back now. Do now have a whirlwind being put out by one of the Tech Marines. Interesting. Does spot the Rhino there. Does get the heavy bolter turret now. This squad's very packed, tightly packed there, so that flamer could have done some great AoE damage. Burn squad does fall back, shoots in the high ground. Tech Marine would fall back sooner rather than later as well. Whirlwind has been deployed on out. We do also have Gretchens out on the field as well for the Mech Boy. Oh, but Tank Busters got a nice volley there on the Whirlwind. And even the Ludus get a good volley in. Tank Busters fire a mortar barrage. They do miss. Good predictive shot, just slightly off target. The Tech Marine and the Scouts going to take time to repair up the Whirlwind now. And here comes the Rockets getting some great splash damage. Tactical Marine Squad will capture up that power point. Another deactivation there. What on earth is going on with that squad? They bugged out like crazy, didn't they? These squads are probably falling on back. We've got a plasma cannon Devastator Marine. Devastator plasma cannon. I completely butchered up that. But now we got the Gretchens tying up the Devastators up in melee. I think the Devastators should win on melee versus Gretchens. Gretchens have been upgraded with the ammo runs. We've now given them access to really basic shooters, as well as ability for ammo bags. Spare ammo allows them to increase damage to nearby allies, so they all have passive aura effect to support allies. Good suppression there. Rhino still nothing much to engage it. Plasma Cannon does find a good hit there. And now we do have these strike squads getting burned up a little bit. Tactical Marine Squad being upgraded with the missile launcher. Plasma Cannon Devastator failed his own power generator and does need to fall back right there. Seeing a lot of fire, does lose a sergeant upgrade. Plasma Cannon Devastator does get a good hit there on the strike squad. Now we've got double missile launcher upgrade on these Tactical Marine Squad, really trying to deal with this Rhino. Corrections do go ahead and fire away there. And now we do got this Tactical Marine Squad upgraded with a missile launcher as well. We have another Tactical Marine Squad. He could be upgraded to a Stern Guard veteran, upgraded from Sergeant to Stern Guard veteran. Could be a good idea. Rhino and all this wants to face it forward. Great splash damage there by the Whirlwind, though could have gotten a little bit better. Rhino now receiving some fire. Has receiving some repairs from these. Of course, those Stormtroopers got more rockets raining on it, getting some great splash damage there. Orcs now advancing on forward. Good damage there on these scouts. Tactical Marine Squad's advancing forward. Ludus now falling on back away from these forces. Whirlwind may receive a mortar barrage. Nope, the Space Marines did. Quite hard. Next Assassin looks like they're fully kitted out. Also been upgraded the assault armor, gaining charge and health regen. And cybernetics enhancement. I'm remove that one. Modified increased by biotics. Increases energy by 20, energy regen by 0.2. Unlocks rapid reflex ability, reduces the cooldowns and heals the Evosaur. Okay, reasonable. The 0.2 energy regen seems really small. Mortar barrage now raining on in, does press these forces. Knocking back on the Tactical Marines. Whirlwind barrage knocking back all these forces as well. Looks like the Mech Boy here does get forced back. All the Mech Boy's forces are falling back. Rhino still being a very big problem for this Tech Marine, however. Both the Tech Marines are very low in power. The fact they have no power generation really whatsoever bar at this power point. So one of these players needs to recapture this point here. Most of the scouts going to be trying to do that now. Plasma Cannon Devastator forces back the strike squad. His power point has been, or is under siege. Both players are going to be on tier, all players are going to be just on tier 2 for a long time. Looks like the other Tech Marine's going for a Plasma Cannon Devastator. Only costs 20 energy, so pretty cheap. Tactical Marine Squad is behind some cover there. Great hits, getting some great damage there with the Whirlwind. He's just blowing up forward, receiving a lot of damage. And looks like the Tank Buster's trying to hit that Whirlwind. They do manage to get some damage there, not a whole lot. Tank Buster's charging forward. Whirlwind Barrage rings on in. Gets a full volley there, taking out the Whirlwind. Looter Squad does force back the Tactical Marine Squad. And his power point's being recaptured up now. Looks like the Episode Assassin is going for a Vindicare Assassin. And you do also have a Stick Bomber that's been employed out by the Mech Boy. Oop. Okay, all the Tactical Marine Squads are still alive. The Episode Assassin is currently down. Plasma Cannon does find a direct hit there on the garrison. He may, or not the garrison, the wall. Maybe just try and clear that up. I know, yeah, he's just trying to destroy the walls. Plasma Cannon Devastator does get overwhelmed and suppressed and overrun by the Rhino. First squad of Storm Guard veterans now deployed on the field. Do got some good hits there on this Tech Marine squad, does forcing it back. Over here, do got the Scout Squad being forced back. Tactical Marine Squad's getting some good damage there on the Strike Squad. A grenade looks like largely missed that wipe on the Vindicare Assassin, who had only 10 health remaining. All these forces now falling back. Plasma Cannon Devastator still trying to destroy these walls. His forces falling back. Got Stick Bombs, Burners, a whole bunch of everything there. This point has not been reactivated, so it's going to be a low power game for both sides for the rest of the game. No, wait, we do got some power generators right over here. We do also have power, an activated point there. May see a pair of missiles hitting that Rhino. Gets a good hits there. Scout Squad advancing forward, trying to chase down this Rhino. Does use suppressive fire or the sniper shot ability there onto that Strike Squad there. Gets shock and blast onto it as well. Missiles do miss the Rhino there, but do got the Scout Squad spawn that Rhino. Plasma Cannon Devastator getting stunned by these stun grenades among everything else in that region and does fall back now. Vindicare Assassin does decapture that requisition point.
We have 300 points remaining.
I'm not sure being pulled out there. Another Tactical Marine Squad? Okay. Quite a bit of Tactical Marine Squads. We've got a lot of Stick Bombs right there, stunning a lot of forces. Shotguns advancing forward. Ludus may receive a knockback there, but does not. Plasma Cannon Devastator, reinforced back once again. Does drop out there with the Mortar Barrage. And all these forces are now falling back. Tech Marine does go down there. These Tactical Marine Squads get forced back as well.
Ready to serve, brother.
Plasma Cannon Devastator sitting on up. It's probably not going to find a good angle. Does find a good angle there, knocking back some of the Strike Squad. Vindicare Assassin getting receive a dead snipe shot there, but does manage to escape in time. Sword Assassin sword just standing there. Now it's trying to make its way forward. Got a marked target ability right there. Looks like the Tech Marine here has been upgraded. Signal armor gives him the marked target ability. Strike Squad does fall back. Got the Sword Assassin, so has plenty of health remaining. Has 700 out of 1,000, now down to 300 out of 1,000. It does fall back in time there. Over here, we've got these forces advancing forward, trying to get some good damage, but we do have some various grenades raining on in. Orcs now falling back, getting a weird boy deployed on the field, and now the Tech Marines trying to capture up this point. Strike squad being re-upgraded with their sergeant. Adjust the car. And this point has been decaptured. Over here at this point it's being decaptured as well. Stern Guard Bandits now firing away. The amount of blobbing we see, it may be a good idea for those Stern Guard Bandits actually load up high explosive rounds. Because there's been blob after blob, so the high explosive rounds could do some decent work. Plasma Cannon Devastator annihilates aggression in one hit. Oh. Not sure how expensive aggressions are, they must be really cheap. A full health aggression gain annihilated by a single Plasma Cannon Devastator shot. I think that's just really satisfying to see. Bit of vomit there, knocking back those forces. Scout Squad could get a shotgun blast on the mech boy. More stick bombs ring on in. Does get some more stun shots, stun grenades, and now the mortar barrage into the VP. Does interrupt the capture there, or the capture. Stern Guard veterans does receive quite a fire there. Missile launchers here to support them. Over here, Rhinos advancing forward. Tactical Marines falling back. One power grenade has gone down. The strike squad is receiving some knockbacks. More stick bombs over here, knocking back some forces. We've got another damage over time cast there on the Plasma Cannon Devastator, and does force him back. More stun grenades there from the stick bombs, and stick bombs are receiving quite a bit of fire. They do need to fall back now. Orcs are now advancing forward.
The tide of battle turns toward the righteous.
Good shotgun blast there onto the slugger. We've got another grenade launcher barrage there. No, that was just the weird boy.
Technology unlock beginning.
These forces are going to be captured at that point. We've got these tactical marine squad advance forward. Does force back to those tank busters. Climber getting some good damage there. And these tactical marine squads are falling back. Looks like this player is down to just 2 tactical marines. Going for tier 3 now. He has a lot of red points, so an orbital strike is possible. In fact, a lot of players have a lot of red points, except for the mech boy, who has no red points remaining. And now both the tech marines are going for tier 3. That could bring on multiple orbital strikes. Stick bombs now raining on in. And great damage there. More stick bombs now raining on in. The Evasaur Assassin has now deployed out a Plasma Cannon, Grey Knight, and Dreadnought. Both these tactical marines have missile launchers as well. That Vindicator Assassin, however, gains some good, reliable damage throughout the entire game. Strike Squad do take out that power generator. Stick bombs now raining, throw some grenades on in, even blocking down that Plasma Cannon Devastator. And blue does manage to save that point from being decaptured. Looks like all power generators will go down right now. And does not take out the Grey Knight Dreadnought there. Getting recruited up on the Stormtroopers. Death Dread on the build queue for the mech boy. Tactical Marine squads advancing forward. Plasma Cannon Devastator trying to find an angle as well. Multiple Ludus here, or Luda guns. Spectre, of course, has the Death Gun. Pressing on these horses, the Weird Boy does get some great vomit there. More stun grenades push on the way forward. Got the shooters here as well. Grey Knight Dreadnought being repaired on up. And these forces are going to make their way around for a flank. SM, I think. Let's see. That's Broodwich saying that. Let's see now. Not sure. SM. Space Marine. Blues now receiving a bit of fire there. Good hits. Now here comes the tank busters coming for mortar barrage, but they're largely not firing off their rounds there. Stick bombs do rain on in over there. Tank busters still far away. Strike squad advancing forward. We could see some potential, some very powerful orbital strikes here. Stick bombs receive a direct hit there from plasma cannon Devastator. Stun grenades there onto the tactical marine squads. Got multiple missile launchers in this region. Devastator does get tied up in melee there. Got a missile launcher here. No armor piercing rounds loaded by the Stormguard veterans. Blues loading low on VPs. We do now have an orbital strike coming on in. Trying to hold for that point being recaptured. Blues down to 5 VPs. We got a orbital strike right there. It's going to be painful. There's still another orbital strike available from the other tech marine. These forces advancing forward do have another orbital strike being... No, those are Terminators? No, drop pod. No, Venerable Dreadnought. I was not actually expecting that. Venerable Dreadnought has been pulling out. It does look like it does not have enough energy for Dark Agent technology. Missile launcher barrage. He now got an orbital strike being pulled out there. Thought that was enough for an orbital strike. He's a maximum dispersion there. Venerable Dreadnought does manage to keep that point unsecure. Reward. Talking about him throwing. You got a capture, neutral capture right there thanks to this scout squad. Venerable Dreadnought is severely wounded. Seeing more hits by the plasma cannon Dreadnought. Tank busters now firing away against the Venerable Dreadnought as well. Is that an orbital strike? Yep, looks like the Ordo Malleus player is not going for his own orbital strike. Getting some of these models there. This planet is basically getting last at the moment. Those squads did not get wiped out. Venerable Dreadnoughts down or getting repaired by global repairs by one of these Tech Marines players. And now there's the last stand.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Got a double capture in favor of blue. Tactical Marines advancing forward. Good hits there from Plasma Cannon Devastator. You now have a Baltimore Razorback on the build queue for... And got another... Okay, Tactical Marine and another Venerable Dreadnought. All points are currently neutralized. This point has been neutralized. This point's been neutralized. And this point has been neutralized as well. Now got a single capture in favor of red that maybe at the end of the game, this squad here captured that VP. He cannot pull it off. And blue does not manage to get the point recaptured in time. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.